buzzer.
4 to shoot. Parker, thread the needle.
He wound up getting the basket anyway.
What a shot from Parker.
That is
Playoffs! And you're now tuned to the greatest. 0 to 100. We are Below the Hardwood. I'm your host, Playoffs.
Drake reference.
And a Kesha Pitbull reference. But anyway, Ryan Antonio Henry here live in the basement with the homies, the compadres. We're here to talk some finals. Who are you?
Dexter.
And the man to my left and on your right.
Alan Shane, People's Champ. What's up?
And I'm just going to take that because you were not awarded that belt yet. I don't care if it's defending champions, but we're here to talk about the NBA Finals, the newly crowned Miami Heat Eastern Conference champions. And of course, we don't have a Spurs jersey, but yeah, you know, the San Antonio Spurs, Western Conference champions. And we are here for a finals rematch. Ladies and gentlemen, let's break right into the action. What did you like from the 2014 playoffs? Who had the hardest road of the two conference champions from the Spurs and the Heat? Alan, I'll let you break into this one.
Cats were pretty damn good.
I have to say the Spurs. Spurs had to go through a couple of good teams and some youth and experience out there. But you know what? We always count out the Spurs at the beginning of the season, and you know what? They prove us over and over again that they are not done. There's so much left in the tank. And hopefully Timmy D doesn't win this one again.
Timmy D, he is going to win this one again. But anyway, Dexter, before I get into mine, Dexter.
Game 7 of the Dallas playoff series. That's when the Spurs woke up. They got slapped in the face like a couple times during the Dallas series.
They got bitch slapped
and
by
then
bitches.
That's when they woke up. That's when Tony Parker like arose, and I think they're gonna give Heat a run.
Wait, did you guys both say this like last year? Sounds like it.
Okay. All right. Just like Dexter said,
Burn the tape.
the Miami Heat cruised through the Eastern Conference playoffs. I don't think they were really tested. We all saw this Indiana team that they weren't ready. They were struggling against Atlanta. They were struggling against Washington. You know, Miami is going to be flicking the switch on for the finals, but definitely I think the Spurs proved with their early test from the Mavericks that they are ready for this finals. Tim Duncan has even said, we wanted the Heat, we got the Heat, and this time we're going to win. Calling them out.
Okay.
So,
slap him with that big hand.
Maybe he should hit a bunny and
real quick before we go on to the Heat and Spurs, is there anything else you guys like from the 2014 playoffs? Because we didn't get a chance to really talk about it. You know, anything to take from it? You know, maybe surprising teams for next year. Like I know people are on come up with the DC Rising, the Washington scene in Washington.
One thing I have to say, like I'm really want to see what's going on with Thunder and what's going on because like the whole dynamic between Westbrook and Kevin Durant. I know Kevin Durant's coming off this MVP season and he's proven that he is the man. And you know what? I think he looks better without Russell Westbrook, to be honest. And sometimes Russell Westbrook comes in there and he does Russell Westbrook things, which is a positive or negative depending on whatever minute you're talking about. So I want to see what the dynamic's going to be like next year because Reggie Jackson said he wants to be a starter.
I don't think they're going to blow up. I think they're going to keep it for one more year at least.
Shout out to Northern Rising.
Pacers is a little different. Pacers, I think.
Pacers, yeah. They're going to blow up. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Pacers. I know Larry Bird, he talked about keeping Lance Stevenson for next year, keeping Frank Vogel, but I think they're going to blow it up. Hibbert's asking for a trade. Paul George,
shut his girl.
Catfish. Bleep.
He should have beat his girl.
But moving on from them, we got two teams that are waiting to kill each other. Tony Parker, who was injured earlier on in the Western Conference Finals. What do you guys see from the Spurs? Beside from the big threes on both teams, who is the key cog, the X factor from either squad that can really make a difference in the series?
When you're talking about the Spurs, there's no real key cog. Like they are just so interchangeable. You saw what happened, how they took down, you know, the friggin' Thunder and with Corey Joseph for a bit. And they put in Patty Mills. Like they're just a revolving, everyone just steps up whenever they need to. And they are literally 12 deep when it comes down to it.
I think that's what it is. It's the bench, right? It's going to be Patty Mills. It's him coming off the bench. It's also Boris Diaw. He had a huge series against the Thunder. And he stepped up his game during those blowout games. And Corey Joseph, that dunk on Ibaka.
Woo!
T-Dot.
And of course, you got the bench boss, probably the best coach in. No, sorry, not the probably. Is the best coach in the league right now, Greg Popovich. He has him. He's like a drill sergeant. Like he literally, it's like he's running a boot camp. I'm afraid to look at his impressions on the bench when San Antonio makes a mistake, because you know Tim Duncan is getting yelled at. You know Tony Parker's getting yelled at. It doesn't matter who you are getting like cut, and
I think he literally whips them at practice.
I swear to God, he does.
He just gets perfection.
I swear to God, he is a scary dude. He is a scary dude. I would not want to piss him off. But
I think on the Heat, I think it's Ray Allen. If he steps up his game, it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to stick with the Sonics. Rashard Lewis stepped up his game last series. And
that was the
Rashard
first
Lewis,
he hits in Seattle.
Rashard Lewis is crazy. He's doing amazing right now.
But from Miami, who other than Rashard?
I know you want to say not the big three. I think Bosch. When Bosch came in there and hit those big early buckets, like the team does so much better. You can see it because he's become more of a perimeter player, less of a back down, just setting up the 3-point line, hitting his shots. And you know what? He's knocking them down because he's hitting them. Like he's being very consistent out there.
The thing I have to praise the dude about is that every year they found that one person to make a little bit of a difference that actually contributes to the championship. You know, the first year after they lost was Shane Battier. Next year they got Mike
No
Miller.
shoes threes. Let's do it, Miller.
This year you want to say it's Greg Oden, but I don't know if he's gonna be much of a difference.
Such a burn.
Yo, but holding championship. Yeah.
If he kissed it,
Me and him played about pretty much the same amount of minutes. Okay, can we just say that?
But
where's Beasley? Can we put that out there? Where's Beasley?
he's
right
in
now?
a suit, sitting
This is
pretty.
the number 2 pick.
On an Easter.
The finals is the time where Miami, that one person usually steps up, and that proves the difference. But going on to that, real quick, who's gonna win?
I got the Spurs in 6. I'm so wrong on everything, but I'm going Spurs in 6. I think Timmy D is amazing. He has one more left in him.
One more left, and Allen. Is there even a point? No,
There's a room over there, man.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, we already
He
know
is turning Spurs.
We already know you're gonna say Heat, but what are you gonna
Kiss
say?
him
Heat in
goodbye,
6?
yo. Kiss him goodbye.
You know what? It can go anywhere between 5 and 7. To be honest, this is, I really do think that it's gonna be a tough fought series. It all depends what happens in Game 2. Game 2 is gonna be the precedence for everything. Because Game 1, obviously you're gonna lose. Game 2, if the Heat win that game, then I know there's something serious going on there.
I'm gonna go Spurs in 6, simply because I don't think Greg Popovich will let this die. I don't think him or Tim Duncan are going to sleep in an inch, or whatever you want to say.
Sleep in an
that
inch,
freak. They're not gonna sleep at all. And Greg Popovich is still thinking about what happened last year, and it's eating at it. And they're not gonna live it down.
Yeah.
But other than
Champion.
the predictions, we got the 24-second shot clocks. Dexter,
Don't sleep on that shot clock.
don't sleep on the shot clock.
Sleep an inch. My 24 seconds is going to be about Tim Duncan. He has the most double-doubles in the playoffs. Well, second most to Magic Johnson. I think he's going to beat it this year. He's at 155. Magic's at 157. He will beat it, I'm pretty sure, and he's going to beat it in the very last game, dramatic fashion. Get that one rebound.
And Allen.
I'm gonna get a little serious about it. My 24 shot clock's about Mark Cuban's comments about whole Donald Sterling thing. Honestly, Mark Cuban came out there. He's being a little wishy-washy on the whole trying to kick Donald Sterling out of the league. So when he came out and he actually said his views, they weren't inappropriate. The only part that I found inappropriate was the examples he used. All black man has to do is wear a hoodie, and then he's the same as a white person who looks like he's wearing a Nazi outfit and tattoos. So to me, that type of automatic stereotype in his head is kind of negative, especially in the time of Trayvon Martin and just the way the whole media takes black youth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for you.
Yeah, that was for me. I don't got time to reply to that, but if you want to know my comments, you can, of course, check it on Facebook. But my 24-second shot clock is going to be on the finals, of course. I really do think Greg Popovich is going to be the difference this season. The last 2 games, Game 6 and 7 from last year, have not died. It's still implanted in his head, and I don't think he's going to let the Spurs lose this. I genuinely think he's going to be the main difference in this finals, and you will see it on the court with his adjustments, his change-ups. He's going to have the people in the right positions, and he is going to outthink the Miami Heat head coach.
That's not hard.
Yo, you haters. Shout out to Filipinos.
By the
yo.
way, you're a professional. I was staring at this guy the entire time during his 24-second shot. Like, he did not, miss a minute there. He was sleeping in.
I'm like Kobe.
I jerked off.
I'm like Kobe. I'm like Kobe getting talked to that Chris.
You're like Kobe. He takes what's his. He doesn't take no for an
You
answer
ain't
like
getting
Kobe.
in the head. You ain't getting in the head.
Colorado Kobe.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hand out the
was a rape
championship
joke.
soon. Check out BTH everywhere.
nothing to
BTH
told you I
everything.
jerked off.
We're on Facebook, Twitter. Oh my God, get the jerk. Is that jerk? Wow. Okay. Check out the blog site, the Below the Hardwood.
We have a contributor, Ahmed Carr. He has a great article about Russell Westbrook right now. Go read it. And Timmy D article. You know what? It's more prevalent than ever right now.
Check it. Check it.
Check out
He's a
all.
smart dude, man.
Shout out to all the
That's
white
smarter than me.
flexing.
IG.
But
What up? 0 to
close.
100. BTH. We out.
Playoffs. They're called
That's
whores,
fine.
Dexter.
Bitches, fuck.